Good evening, sir. I'm Ronald B. Quiñones. And what is the purpose of ISO in an institution? In our increasingly global economy, it should perhaps be surprising that if you order the product or services from anywhere in the world, you can usually expect it to meet your requirements. And one of the reasons for these companies that provide products and services know that people expect to meet them certain standards. A key part of this has been influence of International Standard Organization or ISO. ISO is an independent, non-governmental organization that was established in 1947 that gather and distribute information across the world in order to maintain international standards that are voluntary, consensus-based, market-relevant, innovative, designed to solve global challenges. ISO standards are designed to make products, services better, to make companies, governments, and other organizations more efficient. Some standards are designed for specific industries, like the food industries, or designed to help to improve the environment. Having ISO certification is an important for SMS because of the ability to enact growth, profitability, and cost saving. The benefit reducing waste also allow your workforce to be more efficient and establish ongoing QMS standard for improvement and sustainable customer process. Example of its importance is support other industries specific standard in other worlds. You can invest in achieving an ISO 9001 certification will not only provide you with the benefits of the worldwide recognized quality management system, but also with a significant reduction in required costs at times should decide add certification to industry specific standard. Other example is to improve process. ISO 9001 leads not to quality products and services but also to improve production services provision with less rework and lower cost. From process integration to improve the ISO 9001 standard is all about quality processes. Occupational health and safety is basic human right and universally accept both the internationally and local community and ensure the fundamental policy statement. For this paper concludes it and calls for enforcement of occupational health and safety measure in field suffering is an essential basic component of the any political aim at addressing the plight of Filipino seafarers around the globe. Two people are seafarers shall, if positively report immediately to first aid to a person who holds the first certificate. If this sustained injury become aware that he/she has disabling injury or illness, and the safety health officer shall be undergo refresher courses update on knowledge and applications at approximately 5 years interval to keep the said officers abreast of new developments. The officer in charge in engineering what's OICEW is the officer on watch in charge of the main propulsion plants of the ship, and the associated auxiliary officer in charge of engineering engineering watch shall be responsible for the safe proper operation such units. and other performance of the duty prescribed in this regulation, and the other components authority will also be responsible for power generation and distribution system of the equipment such refrigeration plants and pumping the ventilation system and more. The officer in charge of engineering watch duties include not limited to monitoring the mechanical, electrical, hydraulic, and control equipment in charge of the sophisticated engine management systems, the maintenance of the machinery's space logs, and the significance of reading taken, and the carrying out of engineering operation, watchkeeping, engineering maintenance that operational level, other duties such as duties associated with handing over the watch safety and emergency procedure change over to remote automatic local control all system. Safety precaution to be observed during watch, immediate action to be taken in the event of fire, accident with a particular reference to oil system. Officer in charge of engineering watch designate duty engineer, which is DDE, is the officer on watch in charge to the main propulsion plant of the ship, and the association auxiliary, the officer in charge in engineering watch duties to include but not limited to monitoring mechanical, electrical, hydraulic, and control equipment, in charge of sophisticated engine management system, maintenance of the machinery, and more. So that's all.